Here we go, guys. This is Rick with Rescue Roofer. Here's one of our service vans that comes up to your house to do the inspection. We do things a little bit different than other roofing contractors because when you call out with a roofing issue, we'll schedule an appointment. We'll send out a technician. The guy you see there is Dan. We call him Dan the Man. He's very well-versed in roofing. The other thing is he's a musician, and he will get in a conversation with some of our clients, find out that they're musically inclined, and he might even whip out his harmonica and play you a tune. So he actually plays that at the Coach House. He's gotten first billing with his band to play at the Coach House, and we've gone there out and watched him. What's unique about our company is when Dan comes out, we do a 4-part inspection. We go into the attic space, we walk the whole house, take pictures and note everything. We go up in the attic, which a lot of roofing contractors will not do, to look for visible signs of roof leaks. So we will document those. Then we go outside up onto the roof, and then we find out what the problems might be. Maybe a 4-phase inspection, looking everything over, and we put together what they call a permanent solution call. So what we do is everything is via Zoom. We started Zooming for the shutdown of COVID, so our software was updated before the pandemic hit. So like I said, 95% of our sales is over a Zoom call. So when we set up the appointment for the Zoom call, we like to have everybody involved in it. If it's a single woman that doesn't have roofing knowledge, not just going to do the presentation to her because she's going to call up her brother or uncle or somebody that's in the construction business, tell them what we just told her. And a lot of information is lost in that translation. So we like to have the decision makers on the call. We can field any questions. We take a bunch of pictures to what we found. We show you what we found on the 4-phase inspection, and then we always give you at least 3 options. Most roofing contractors will usually just want to write your price to redo the roof. We like to use that as a last case scenario because most roofs, 80% are repairable, or you can extend the life of the roof with maintenance and/or a flat roof with various roof coatings. We offer a roofers protection plan that we sign up for yearly, that we come out and we inspect the drains, all the pipe flashings that need to be caulked. If the homeowner had any AC contractors out there working or painters on the roof that might have broken tile while they're doing their part of the work, you won't notice it until the rains come in and the leaks start manifesting themselves. So being put out a maintenance program really helps out. We have specials going on right now of 70% off for our roofers protection plan for the new year. We offer in Orange County, Orange County emergency roofing repairs. We are backed up right now with emergency repairs. We just did an emergency repair on Sunday up in Lake Arrowhead. We usually like to stay in Orange County, but this is a desperate situation. So we went up to Arrowhead to fix that roof leak up there. In Orange County, we do, like I said, repair or restoration. We don't go right to roof replacement. We like to give you alternative systems that can extend the life of the roof. Orange County, we do the roof replacements if it's needed to, and we also offer our inspection service that we go out, just like I explained, doing a 4-part inspection. Roofing protection we talked about. We have a in-house roofing advisor, which mainly will come to me because I'm the vice president of strategic development, and I'm the guy with the roofing knowledge for the field. I do all the training for our in-house people, whether it be a receptionist that we hire or a salesman or a roofer coming in, I take them through a training process that takes about, depending upon your position, a minimum of a week to make sure that you've learned roofing our way, not the way that you've been doing repairs. If you're a technician your whole life, we want everybody to be on the same page and learn it the proper way to repair it. We are team certified. So what that means is we will give you the time, the education, the assistance to make the best decision for your roofing issue. We have a 1 hour arrival window. So when we schedule your time, we will be there in 1 hour or the service fee will be waived. We do charge to come out for an estimate, which is 100% refundable if you end up going with us. But what we found out, we like to separate ourselves from other roofing contractors that'll come out and give a free estimate on the spot and just want to re-roof it. The report that we put together for you, the homeowner can use that to get a second or third bid. And when you take our report, you'll see how detailed it is that you can use that to get an estimate from another contractor that didn't dot his I's and cross his T's and look at everything that needed to be repaired on the residence. We have testimonials. You go on our website, rescueroofer.net, read some of our testimonials. Like I said, we service all of Orange County from the corporate office in Mission Viejo, warehouses in Orange, California. We have offices in Huntington Beach, Irvine, San Clemente. Like I said, emergency repairs, inspections, and there's all our offices that we do. We do concrete, tile, clay S tile, composition shingle, do a lot of roof coatings on flat roofs. That's a big lifesaver when you do a roof coating on a flat roof. What we found out that you don't necessarily have to replace a flat roof, a cap sheet roof. We could coat it and give you a 10-year material and labor guarantee at probably less than half the cost of replacing the roof. And one of the advantages going with a roof coating is check with your CPA, but usually it's 100% deductible the first year the work was completed. In other words, if you do a re-roof, you have to depreciate that off over the next 20 years. But if you do a roof coating, you could depreciate it off the first year that the work was done. So we align ourselves with GAF as our manufacturer whose materials we use. We keep it consistent throughout our company, and we do, like I said, residential, wood shake and shingle. Every now and then you get a wood shake job, but we're very experts at finding the leak source and taking care of you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Does anybody have any questions you'd like to ask me in the process? But 31 years in Orange County.
I have a question. What's the no felt on your thing? It said no felt.
Okay, no felt. Okay. We are the no felt company. We do not use organic materials. In other words, a typical roofer will use a 30-pound or 40-pound organic felt. What happens, that's impregnated with asphalt, and when the UVs hit it, becomes tissue paper in about 10 years. So if you have a tile roof, it's not the tile that's going to be bad, it's the underlayment underneath the tile. And what we find is most tracks are done with a 30-pound organic felt. That will deteriorate, especially in California with the heat underneath the tile. We go out on a roof leak, we pull up the tile, we take a piece of the felt, it's like tissue paper. It just breaks apart and it splits. We use synthetic felt. It's got polymers in it, and we can offer a lifetime guarantee using our underlayments. We have 3 different choices when it comes to a 10, 15, 20 time or the premium roofs that where there's cost is no object, we'll use copper flashings, copper valley metal, copper nails, and we can offer a lifetime guarantee with our peel and stick underlayment, which is when you nail through that, the hole around the nail hole is sealed up automatically because of the way the underlayment is made, because it's rubberized, so it seals up. So we're doing a $20 million house right now in Laguna Beach. That's been there for years, a huge 10,000 square foot residence overlooking the beach with a clay tile, and we have to remove all the tile, put the underlayment down, and reinstall the tile. So any more questions you have, be more than happy to answer.
I was just gonna say, I think the solar business probably has changed your business a lot. Like people, if they're thinking about getting solar, should they get the roof check first or like?
Yeah, we work with several different solar companies we've aligned ourselves with. Solar is a big thing in California, as you know, but you have to really be careful on the solar company you pick. And solar, what we do there, if it's a tile roof, for instance, the solar panels are called arrays, and where the solar panel goes, what we can do is we take up the tile and we'll put composition shingle roofing underneath the solar arrays. So comp shingle, not tile. And it goes like 6 inches past the array, and then it picks the tile back up. But what that does, if you get a leak under a solar panel, you don't want to have to pull up the panels, take the tile apart to get to the underlayment. So if you put comp shingles down underneath the footprint of the solar panel, you've got a lifetime roof underneath there. You don't have to worry about getting a leak and then having to remove the tiles to try to locate the leak. So we work with several solar companies that we go out and do the roof. And the other advantages of aligning with the solar company, as you know, with the rebates, if you align with the solar company and you do have a roof that needs to be replaced and you don't want to put solar on it without fixing the roof, you package the roofing with the solar and they get the tax credit for the complete job. So you can have a $20,000 roofing job and a $60,000 solar array that's being put on. You can get the credits from the state of California doing the whole system in once. That way it's covered, you get the credits back, and it's a substantial savings. So a lot of our work is done with solar companies. The only downside working with solar companies is we could do the roofing, but on scheduling. They're so busy, we could do the roofing, but the solar might not go down for several months afterwards. And I'll tell you, it's a great roof, but as far as scheduling, you probably heard of a Tesla roof. We've done various Tesla roofs. It's a nightmare to schedule. Those guys are so, how do I be nice about this? They're so challenging to try to work with them on scheduling, because they just want to sell you the solar roof. And then when it comes down to actual installation in the field, it's can be problematic to make it timing correctly with the roofing side of things. So yes, that's a challenging issue, but yeah. Any other questions you might have?
Yeah. Hey, Rick, this is Andy. I got one. And by the way, your website looks really good. Great presentation. A lot of the houses in Orange County were built in the 60s and 70s, say, for instance. And I heard you say that more often than not, you don't have to replace the roof. You can, did you say repair it or mend it or whatever? Is that the case even with homes that were built in the, like, say, the early 70s, like mine?
Yeah, what's happening is on comp shingles, they will last usually about 30 years is the lifespan of it. On tile roofs, like I said, it doesn't matter. It's the underlayment that goes. On flat roofs, more often than not, your standard built-up roofing cap sheet roof, the surface membrane, the cap sheet's got granular finish on it, and that wears away, exposing the underlying felt, and then you start to have a leak. That's where you can come back and put a roof coating over it. You don't have to go through the tear off. That's where if you maintain it, put a roof coating on it, and you can extend the life of the roof for a minimum of 10 years, and then you could recoat it after 10 years and get another extension on the warranty. It's only if you have 2 existing roof assemblies in California, you can go with 2 roofs. If you go to a third, then you have to tear off the underlying roof assembly. So we come out and do the inspection on a 30-year roof. You can tell with a comp shingle, you could take one of the shingles, see how brittle it is, see if the oils have leached out of it, look at the history for the leaks on that residence. And a lot of times, guys, it's not the roofing itself. Roof leaks are primarily at the details. They're at the termination points. It normally doesn't leak in the middle of the field. It leaks around pipe flashings, roof to wall flashings, skylight curbs. Anytime you have a termination point and it wasn't properly installed at the termination point, that's where your leak's going to be. On a flat built up roof, my pet peeve for 50 years has always been the perimeter edge metal. Because when the fly-by-night, not the fly-by-night, but the average roofing companies, when they install it, they want to do it quick. They just nail the edge metal down. They don't treat it properly. You have to prime it with asphalt primer. Then when you use a torch applied membrane or the old hot mopping assembly, and they torch or hot mop to that metal that hasn't been primed, it moves back and forth with expansion and contraction between metal and the roofing, between night and day. A 10-foot piece of metal can move 1/8 of an inch during the night. So that thing's moving back and forth, and it breaks the bond of the edge metal so that the roof looks perfectly intact when the layperson goes up there. But all the leaks are coming in at the perimeter because there's no attachment to the metal. So that's one of my pet peeves when I train our current staff or roofers coming in. We show them the proper detail to use and how to treat the termination points. We pay particular attention to details at those areas so that we don't end up with a warranty call and the homeowner satisfied that it was done properly. You'll find tile roofs that only have S-tile, they only have 1 flashing on them. You see a flashing on the top tile, and there's no flashing that was interlaced with the felt membrane. So water gets underneath there and it just comes right into the house or the building. So it's you have to train the people. We have people coming to work for us that's got 10, 15 years of roofing experience, and to be honest with you, we have to train them, put them through our training program to do it properly, because over the years, a lot of these guys learned the wrong way to do it. Well, I've been doing it that way for 20 years, 15 years. Well, you've been doing it wrong for 15 years. Here's the way you got to do it, And so they have to do it what we say that the rescue roofer way. So we have a complete syllabus that we've developed over the years so that everybody does it the way we want them to do it, so that we can guarantee it to our service agreement.
Any other question?
Great presentation.
That was great.
Well, come on down. Like I said, when the rain comes in and the warranty runs out, give your little buddy a call here. Rick, the rescue roofer. I'm here for you. Thank you, guys.